Welcome guys back to another video. Today we're going to be installing the subwoofers that I used to have on my Q60 into the G35. So I already went over this in one of my videos, and they are Skar. I have them over here in the corner. Probably won't see them too bad in the dark here. These are Skar 6.5-inch subwoofers. They make around, with the amp that I have on, they make around 700 to 800 watts peak power. That's the amp is rated for about 350, 400 RMS. I've never wired one of these before myself, but today's DIY is going to consist of wiring this myself. So I still can't get over the 60 changer in the back. That's pretty cool. So we're going to be tapping into this amp back here, the stock amp, in order to get this wired. Thank God this car is so old that there's a lot of DIY G35, G37 threads out there to get this wired into the stock Bose radio. So let's go ahead and get that hooked up. By the way, guys, we're also going to be running an inline fuse to protect everything. I just want to be cautious. You guys know me. I take as many precautions as I possibly know and can take. So that's one. And two, it's going to be getting the ground. Now, normally, I would have preferred this seat folded down. There's a piece of metal behind this seat. It's a solid metal piece. It's already grounded out or grinded down to bare metal. I would have loved to ground the system there. So what we're going to have to do, since those seats don't fold down, is actually take the trunk apart and ground it to the chassis below this stuff where the spare wheel is. So that shouldn't be too bad. By the way, I got a brand new spare tire in there I just found the other day. And here we have the grommet that we're going to be using. It's that one in the corner. I'm going to make a small cut into it and start feeding the wire through, and then pull it in from the inside of the passenger side. Alrighty, so I made a small cut through. I may have overdone it a little bit, but I think we'll be able to get it in there still. There we go. Now I just gotta feed it through enough that I can feel I can grab it on the passenger side below the glove box. That should be enough. Let's go take a look. Alrighty guys, so yeah, there's our wire poking through. All I gotta do now is feed that wire all the way through these plastics, front and rear panels, and also through that panel right there, and then feed it through behind the seat all the way into the trunk where we can connect it to the amplifier. If you know me, you know I prefer clean installs. So I just put a little zip tie there on the wire to kind of hold it against the frame when I put the plastic back up, so there's no resistance on top of that, and I don't have any loose wires hitting anything around, so always be cautious. Alrighty, so kind of challenging, but I had to feed it through the right side panel there on the passenger side. The seats don't fold down, so I had to feed it through with a long magnet that I had, taped it to it, fed it through. And there's my ground, just about the same ground that I've always had in a car with audio. Probably can be a lot better, but it's always worked without issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all this stuff back together and start wiring in the amplifier. All right, we're making great progress here. I do apologize, guys, it's a little dark. I'm using my LED lamp to work here in this trunk, and I'm in the one car garage, so it's a little tiny. So I have the battery wire ran to the amp, and also the ground wire is all grounded. Now I'm going to start wiring the remote wire from the I'm going to get the signal from the amp, and as well as the signal from the speaker to the amp itself. So we're almost done. We're also going to have to feed the bass knob wire, which I totally forgot about, and that's also, I'm just going to feed it through the exact same position and run it all the way to the front. Alrighty guys, and we're back. So I tried to wire this to the connections on the amp instead of the connections on the speaker. I thought it would be cleaner to install it over there, and it didn't actually work. I had a very weak signal, so I actually did it to the actual speaker. The light blue wire is the ground, and the violet wire is the power. So I'm just gonna wrap this thing up, clean it up very nice. So what I did is, I still have my subs out here just for testing, but what I did is I ran a remote wire to an audio ignition fuse in the front of the car. I have to clean this up the way it's installed. I just wanted to test it before I went any further, and I also have to run my bass knob to the front. But other than that, I'm gonna wrap this up nice and neat up here, so it's not moving or making any noise, and we're all set. But it's working. I just tested it, so I'll return to cut the video back on whenever everything's all cleaned up and wrapped up, ready to go. Here we go. Sounds really good. I just tuned it. Oh yeah. And that's not not even halfway turned up. Just rattle on the garage door right now. That's what I'm looking for. That distorting sound, so I can turn it down a little bit more, and we should be good. Gonna make a final adjustment to the subwoofer here, or to the amp. Sorry, I just need a light. This is very uncomfortable. So I think I can get it that way. Turn the gain down just a tad. All right there. And I'll push it back in. Oh, turn YouTube off. Forget. Here we go. God, it sounds good. Those little things are dangerous, man. Turn it down. There you have it, installation complete. So we're all set. It took me a little bit of over an hour. The biggest issue is, you know, my garage that I have now in this apartment building is actually quite small, so I'm really limited. I can't even get a jack in here. So hopefully this install will help you guys if you're looking to install this on a G35, G37. It's the same setup basically. You just wire it to the speakers. If you need any help, comment below. I can also give you some extra assistance, or message me on Instagram. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching.